Okay, so the liver is critical. So you want to eat Dr. Bob's ABCs, apple, beets, and carrots. Watch, because you want the blood flowing back through your liver. So if you have cherry hemangiomas, those little red bumps on your body, your liver's plugged up. If you have a big old belly, your liver's plugged up. If you have hemorrhoids, your liver's plugged up. Varicose veins, your liver's plugged up. You want that liver flowing. Apple, beets, and carrots every day. If you had your gallbladder out, you need to take a product called bile salts forever and ever and ever, because when you get your gallbladder out, it's like taking the Dawn soap out of your body, your detergent. You want your detergent there all the time. Very, very significant. Okay, preventing prostate challenges. We encourage our patients, I'm encouraging all of you to get a colonic. Why a colonic? Colonic cleans your colon. What does that do? Takes stress off of your liver, which takes stress off your prostate gland. I have a gentleman that we're treating that came into our office with a tear in his eye. He's 56 years old. He would go to a local place and get chicken wings. He'd have 10 a day. I don't know how and why he did this. He had chicken wings, diet soda, corn chips with all the wrong fat. And he thought he was invincible until his PSA went up to 8. So then they found out that he had prostate cancer. So could you imagine being 56 years old, they take his prostate out and they start irradiating him. I haven't seen him, and remember, he came to see us with cancer. If you get treatments to your prostate with radiation, your body is going to definitely not function the same. So how do you prevent prostate issues? First, liver has to be clean. Make sure you're taking enough iodine. Iodine is really important. I would stop eating non-organic meat because of all the chemicals they're putting in meat. Make sure you're taking enough what we like to fondly call vitamin F or cataplex F to make sure your prostate gland gets enough calcium. And I would tell you this, I would not drink conventional cow's milk, because that cow's milk has a lot of chemicals. You say, Dr. Bob, what does conventional mean? Non-organic. You could put it in your budget today. So if you're going to drink cream in your coffee, you do organic cream. If you're going to have ice cream periodically, you pay for good ice cream, not the kind you're going to get that soft serve or anything that's $1.99 for a 5-gallon tub. You get what you pay for, okay? Avoid fake fats. Avoid the fries. Avoid breakfast pastries. And we'll talk about this in a minute. We have a product that we use called Libido M that helps that. Craving sweets. If you crave sweets, you need minerals. Crave sweets, you need minerals and protein. Celtic sea salt and protein. Craving sweets means you need minerals. If you crave salt, it means your adrenal glands are weak. There's a great book called Adrenal Fatigue. I'd get that book, because your adrenal gland makes male hormones. So a lot of men, when they're 40 years old and older, and I've read, we'll talk about erectile dysfunction here in a moment, if you have issues with erectile dysfunction, your prostate gland or your adrenal gland is not working as well as it could be. If you crave dairy, if you have a passion for dairy, and I've had some men drink a gallon of milk every 3 days. I mean, I am telling you. That means your body needs calcium, needs protein, and it needs fat. If you crave dairy. Sports injuries. Now some of you old weekend warriors here have pain in your body. And a lot of times, even with soccer too, we've had kids now that are over 30 years old that were raised on headers. Okay, you could have subluxation going on in your neck. So we encourage the head slide where you take your head back like this. We encourage door jams. That's everything. It needs to be designed to pull your body backwards. We have patients that are referred to us all the time. I just like to, when I go places, being a chiropractor, I always watch people doing this. They need an adjustment. They're always just doing this. It's like, I'd love to go up to give everybody I know a card, but they probably don't even know what they would think. But they're subluxated. And unless they get that subluxation corrected, it could affect their heart, it could affect their sinuses, it could affect their ears, it could cause carpal tunnel, even affect their golf game. I'll guarantee you we'll increase your golf game shot 25 yards with an adjustment. So we encourage lunges. Now most of you watching me would hopefully know a lunge is when you go straight down like this. And you can do walking lunges, and you can use weights. Another thing that I do is butt blasters. A butt blaster is when you get on all fours or you get on the floor and you're literally raising your butt up in the air. Because you want a tight butt. When you have a tight butt, that helps your low back improve. And it was really kind of interesting the other day. You really need to follow me around the other day. I was walking with my wife and I said, that woman does not do butt blasters. Well, you could tell because when she was walking, because of kind of clothing that women wear today. Her butt was jiggling. That woman, she needed to get some exercise doing because she had jello in her bottom half of her body. Okay, she did. Zinc for the prostate gland. Pumpkin seeds. What depletes the body of zinc? Wheat and soy. No man should be using soy that lives in America today. Whatever they do in the rest of the world is fine with them because they get their soy from other sources. But I'm saying to you right now, you don't want soy because soy depletes the body of zinc. Soy takes trypsin out of your body. Soy has a natural affinity for aluminum, which can cause Alzheimer's, okay? Zinc is also important for healing, insulin, and memory. So I have seeds. I eat seeds all the time. I don't eat soy at all. And the kind of grain product I use is spelt. Spelt. Or even rice bread. Erectile dysfunction. My wife and I were going to be releasing a book on sex and romance, and when we were doing this research on it, it's amazing how many men don't have a desire for sex. Libido is a man's desire for sex. I think a lot has to do with stress. They do research today that, like I've read, anywhere from 20 to 30% of the men over 40 years old today have problems arriving at an erection. Now we have had men in this half off health who have cholesterol medication and they can't get an erection. So my wife and I are joking. But we are seriously joking. So let's just say you have an erectile dysfunction issue and you have to buy a pill. Now those pills cost $15. So let's say you use condoms. You're talking about almost $20 every time you're going to have any kind of intimate relationship with someone. So then we said, well, let's say they have an intimate relationship 3 times a week, so we round it up to $200 a week. So then you do it a month, you're talking, you know, $800, not $200 a week. It'll be $200 a month if you had an intimate relationship 3 times a week. So you're talking $2,400. That's a lot of money just to have sex. And God created it just to be happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're using a pill today. So you have to get off the cholesterol-lowering medication. You do everything we're telling you to do, and you can lower your cholesterol by eating Dr. Bob's ABCs, apple, beets, and carrots every day. If you have issues that you don't have the desire to have intimate contact, you're not normal. You're not normal because your body's using all the nutrients from everywhere else in your body to keep you going. Let's talk about your teeth. Teeth health. Your teeth tell me a lot. If you have wide-spaced teeth, I know you have a low thyroid. If you have yellow teeth, I know you have a low thyroid. If you have wide-spaced, large teeth, I notice people have big teeth when they have lung problems. If you have a lot of dental work, you have been probably consumed too much soda pop, too many grains. If you have root canal, you could have digestive distress. You know, when I look at people's x-rays, when you look in the office, you say, well, what did Dr. Bob say? I don't know, he didn't say anything. But you know what, when I'm looking at you, it's amazing what you can learn. Just like when people shake their legs, you know, they may have some ADHD, and you have people moving their neck like this, people have bright light in their eyes, they have large pupils, I know they like to eat a lot of carbs. Okay, the secret weapon for all of you that's in this room right now is you get adjusted. Well, not all of you, but most of you that are in this room, they get adjusted by this office. When you get an adjustment, it allows your brain to tell the rest of your body what to do. The adjustment is your secret weapon, which separates me from everybody else that goes out there. So you could be at a clinical nutritionist office unless you get adjusted. You could be at the best preventative medicine group in the world, integrative medicine, and unless they're adjusting you, your switches are off, and you're wasting a lot of money on nutrients that might not be utilized properly. Very important. Last one we want to talk about, keeping your cholesterol under control. What raises your cholesterol in the first place? Sugar. Trans fat or margarine. When they came up with this whole idea of margarine back in the late 1970s, early 80s, do you know that we have an epidemic issue today? That's one of the reasons I wrote Dr. Bob's Trans Fat Survival Guide. Being on the low-fat, no-fat diet is absolutely positively wrong. You can lower your cholesterol by eating Dr. Bob's ABCs. Half an apple a day, you'll lower your cholesterol 13%, I guarantee it. You eat a third cup of beets every day, you can lower your cholesterol 40%. If you stay away from sugar, stay away from the fries, anything that says trans fat or partially hydrogenated oils, and remember the torpedoes of death, those donuts right here, they're going to kill you, they'll raise your cholesterol. Low thyroid will do that also. Not enough iodine in your body will raise your cholesterol. So men, it's not wrong being a man, but you know what, you have a lot of responsibility. A lot of responsibility means a lot of times I'll have a family come in, the wife will say, well, I'll do this, but my husband won't. So sometimes I wish I had a stick that I could hit over the head all the men that don't want to cooperate because it affects their family's life. So if you don't want to change, make sure you have adequate life insurance. When you die, they can all rejoice. They can go to health food store and spend all of your dead money staying happy and healthy. So it was really good. Cayenne pepper will help lower your blood pressure also. Okay.